What's up, guys? So the last few days, honestly, almost a week now, I've been gathering thoughts about a new video idea. And in the new format I'm working with, I want to go out and prove my point. I don't want to just sit in my room and talk about things that I really don't have any proof for. So I'm headed to a local park of mine. It's a really nice park. And I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm a little nervous about this because I've never done a video by myself in person. I've always had a cameraman. And I've always been super shy of recording myself in public or taking pictures. I've been going to the gym for 5 years now. I do not take a picture if anyone is near me. I just find it so awkward. So this is definitely something to get me out of my comfort zone, just me and a camera and talking to people. But it needs to be done, and if I want to take a next step in my YouTube career, I want to be fully independent so I can do as I please and just have the courage to do that. I'm not going to go into great detail about all the in-depth points I want to make about this topic. I'm going to keep it simple because the main question truly is just going to be, has there been a point in your life where you did something evil, something completely out of character that you never thought you'd be capable of doing? And without giving any context clues, any hints, that's going to tie into the argument that I'm going to try to make about women just not being inherently evil. There's this theme going back from the Bible that so many men latch onto. For whatever reason, they have this idea that women are just inherently evil, that they cannot be fixed. But I believe that women just have a heightened emotional response to anything. That's how they were created. So it's up to us men or the people around them to use it for good, which is more loving than any man would become, or use it for bad, which they'll crash out more than any other man will. I'm never really nervous to film. You know, I've done previous videos of in person talking to all kinds of people on colleges, campuses, downtown. I'm never nervous, but I've always been really shy to just record myself in front of people. I don't want anyone to hear what I'm talking about. I don't want anyone to see it. And as I think about it, it really just goes back to like my middle school and high school days. I had no friends at all. Like, I had no friends to where, you know, during lunchtime, I was so ashamed of being alone and having no friends that I would just hide in the hallways and just hide in the little crevices of, you know, the buildings and the different classrooms. So, you know, I've always had this fear of being seen as a loser because I am alone, and I've overcome a lot of it, but this is, I think, the final step of just recording alone and not worrying and just getting over the fear of other people like looking at you and whatever they're thinking. You know, I always worry about what they're thinking. Like, look at this guy, he's walking around in a park with a camera recording himself. How weird. That's just how it's gonna be now. I'm honestly prepared for like anything. Like, I feel like if I just, you know, walk around and then just ask some people if they mind being in my video, they might look at me like I'm crazy. They might just say no. I'm not worried about it because all that rejection only builds the confidence to not care about being rejected. That's a theme in life you can apply to literally everything. Alright guys, we have arrived to the park and it's time to step into the outside world. So I have to hold my camera with my right hand. This is my microphone with my left. And yeah, let's see what kind of people we can talk to and hopefully get some interesting perspectives. I used to come to this park all the time when I was younger. So this is definitely a place of familiarity for me. It does feel more calming being here instead of going to like a random place and talking to people. So definitely a good place to have my first like alone in-person interviews. I see an older woman in the distance with her dog. This is not stalking at all. I'm gonna approach her in a very friendly manner. Excuse me. Ooh. Do you mind if I like bother you for a quick second? I'm just filming a video here and I'm going around asking some people about, do you want me to get too close? Dog. Okay, it's okay. It's okay. She said no. Her dog was barking, but guys, I made the approach. Excuse me. I'm sorry to bother you. I'm recording a video. Do you mind if I ask you one quick question?
Sure.
One quick question, okay. The question I would just ask you is, has there been like a time in your life where like you did something like you consider evil, like really out of character?
Yes.
And what was the situation, the circumstance?
Oh, I don't know if I want to say it on camera.
Can you give us like a reason why, a person, or what it was?
Yeah, it was infidelity. It was cheating on a spouse.
And the way you acted, did you think you would ever behave like that?
No.
Literally the first interview of the day. Very nice lady, and that's what I'm trying to prove here, guys. That is literally what I'm trying to prove here. I used to play this playground right here when I was a lot younger, guys. I've lived here since I was like 16, and little me was literally just sitting here playing on the swing. Hey guys.
Hello.
I'm doing a video. Do you think you could maybe answer one quick question? It's nothing crazy. It's nothing stupid.
Okay.
It just give a little perspective maybe on a video I'm doing. So the question I'm kind of just going around asking people is, has there ever been a time in your life where you've done something like evil, like out of character that you didn't think you would do?
Yes.
Can you maybe tell us about it or give perspective? You don't have to go into too details if you wouldn't like to.
You know, I bust out some car windows before. I bust someone's car windows out. That was pretty unexpected. You know, I didn't plan on doing that. So I had some slight little issues that I had to work on my anger management and different things like that. So. Yeah.
And what kind of situation was it? Was it like why did you have to bust windows?
An ex-boyfriend of mine, because I had to let him know who he can't play with.
Okay.
Clock that T.
Okay, that's what we want to know, because that gives perspective. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Take care.
Thank you.
Second person that allowed us to interview them. Further proof of what I'm trying to prove in the video that I'll drop after these interviews. I'm gonna get out of my comfort zone a little bit more. I see a woman and a man, probably a couple, walking together. Let's see if I can maybe get the girl to talk about something in her past that's made her act out of character. Never mind, guys. They turned out to both look like they're 14 or 15 years old. The question I've been asking people walking around is, like, has there been a time in your life that you did something like that you would consider like evil, like out of character?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Do you have like a specific?
mean-
at the pool.
I don't think that'll work. Do you have like a specific time or event?
I mean, I've had people do me wrong, but I don't like confrontation. So
Like-
usually like exes.
Exes?
Yeah.
And have they done anything crazy
Oh yeah.
to make you act like?
Yeah.
See you, little man. See ya. See ya. With this video, I'm not here to say it's all men's fault as to why women, you know, act a certain way that gives men the image of women being evil. But I do think that there's a level of responsibility that's just like literally no one talks about. You know, Adam and Eve. You know, if you do follow the Bible, then you also believe the notion that men lead their women. Men are the guardians over their women and take them along the journey. So if you believe that, why is no one talking about how when something does go wrong with their woman, when they act a certain way, why is it always just simply the woman's fault and they are then therefore evil? Hey, I was recording a video asking people a couple of questions. Do you think you could answer a few questions for me? Yeah? Okay. I don't know if you can answer it, but the question I was going around asking people is, has there like ever been a time in your life where you did something evil that you would consider really out of character, you didn't think you were capable of doing?
No.
Never?
Not really that I've ever done it. Maybe that I thought that I had a thought of it. Maybe like, just because how I've seen them act towards others being evil themselves. More so like revenge.
Revenge for what? What topic? What?
So the person I'm speaking of, he went around and he would take advantage of people and just hurt others. And he hurt me, and I thought about doing the same thing he did to me.
Doing some bad things to him?
Yes.
Okay. That's actually really helpful. Thank you very much. Alright guys, I am back in my car. I actually had a nice time going around and talking to people. I know it's a bit awkward just as well for me to just be here on my own doing that, just simply because of what do you see on the internet when someone walks around with a camera? It's a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of just bad behavior, just simply behavior that I just want to like hurt that person because of the things people do nowadays just for attention. So I definitely had a nice time. I got some interesting perspectives, and ultimately it went really, really well. It definitely furthered my theories that I have, and I'll definitely be having a lot of talking points in the video I'll be dropping right after this one. To you men that maybe have these thoughts as well of women, you know, being the evil gender and all these things, just think a little. Like, nothing good comes out of thinking down or thinking someone is evil because of their actions. Self-reflection, guys. Every day self-reflect, and that goes with any situation. So if someone does you wrong, does something evil to you, think of why. We all know women are very, very emotional. They will love you more than a man can ever love anyone, but they will also hate you and become a whole different person once you do them wrong. And I personally believe that the outcome to that is ultimately up to the man she is with. So be good to her, and as in my case, they've never been bad to me.